Angelique Noire is a fragrance that is part of Guerlain's La Matiere collection. It's described by them as being a fresh oriental scent. Stay tuned to hear my thoughts in this review. Hey, what's going on guys? Raj here. I hope all of you are well. Welcome back to the channel if you are a regular, and hello if you've recently just discovered the channel. So Guerlain, they have a line of fragrances called the La Matiere, which means the art and materials. On the whole, it's a line that I really like. There are a few in there which I haven't actually tried yet, or don't have much experience with. One of them was Angelique Noire, which is the one I'm going to speak about today. I've been working off, I think this is about a 2 or 3 ml sample. I've had this one actually for quite a long time, so yeah, ready to give you my thoughts now. So Angelique Noire is based on the plant Angelica, which is not a note in fragrances that I have a huge amount of experience with, well, not knowingly anyway. So it was quite good to get some exposure here. The top notes are angelica seeds, pink pepper and pear. The heart notes are sambac jasmine and caraway. And the base notes are angelica root, vanilla and cedarwood. You know, if I just had to describe this fragrance in 2 words, I would say fresh and sweet, which really makes it sound like quite a basic fragrance. It's not. It's actually a really well made, very well put together fragrance. The ingredients I feel are really of top quality. I wouldn't say it's a fragrance that really wows me, or I feel like I have to own this. I would also describe this as a very pretty and clean fragrance. In terms of the seasons, I see no reason why you couldn't wear this year round. Occasions, it has a sort of a formality, I guess, to it, but I could see people pulling this off in a casual scenario, no problem. Performance on my skin was very good. Longevity was around that 8 to 10 hour mark, and I found the projection on this one to be soft, but the fragrance is certainly noticeable throughout the lifespan of the fragrance. So, and in terms of gender, I feel like probably more women will gravitate towards this one, but I felt very comfortable with this fragrance on my skin. So this one has been around for a while. It was released in 2005, and the perfumer is Daniela Andrier. Recently I've set up a playlist, by the way, if any of you are interested, where I've put together all Guerlain fragrance reviews that I've done. I've done the same thing for a few other brands as well, like Tom Ford and Frederic Malle. So if you're interested, I'll leave the link in this video, or you could go to playlists on my channel and knock yourself out, basically. So what does this one smell like? Well, it's more than just fresh and sweet, even though that's pretty much the overall vibe I get this one. The opening is super green. It really does smell like you're in a greenhouse full of plants, basically. It's also very creamy. It has a body lotion kind of vibe, like a shea butter kind of vibe, you know. Also, I think the fact that this fragrance contains vanilla contributes to that feeling of being very sweet, slightly gourmandish almost, and this creamy texture accord, which partners up actually, I think, really nicely with this Angelica, which is quite, if I was to smell the real thing, I imagine it would smell a lot like what I'm smelling now. So it feels quite lifelike. It feels very authentic and very natural. There's a touch of fruitiness in here. I know pear is listed, and I suppose it's giving that sort of perfumed fruit kind of accord. I have a feeling that this fragrance would be very well received in the Asian market, specifically the East Asian market. I can kind of see like somebody in Japan, you know, like wearing this type of scent. Yeah, light, slightly airy, a little bit fresh and a little bit sweet. It smells very natural. It doesn't smell cloying. It's quite an elegant fragrance, actually. Later on, as the fragrance develops, I get a feeling of white chocolate, and I think it potentially could be coming from a mixture of the vanilla, the cedarwood, the pear, maybe, yeah, giving me the slightly creamy, white chocolatey, slightly gourmandy effect or impression. It's really great, and I think this entire fragrance is very delicately balanced. I think this is for me, anyway, this is a great example of high-end French perfumery. And yeah, I think as I've come towards the end of my sample, even though I certainly respect this fragrance, it doesn't grab me. It's actually, I would probably say not really my style. I would say it's a little bit too delicate and pretty for my liking. You know, if I was to mention if I can bring up other fragrances in this line, which I prefer, like Spiritus du Bleu Vanille, Tonka Imperial, Bois d'Harmonie, Cru Beluga, those have a more of a heavier feel. So while this fragrance may not be for me, it doesn't pull me in like some of the others in the line. I think this is very, very well made. I can definitely see the qualities here, the good qualities here. I think this is similar in style to a fragrance like Rose Barbare, you know, a more lighter, fresher, airier feel rather than the heavier, creamier, sweet, gourmandish, woody fragrances that the resinous ones like that I prefer. But this is definitely worth checking out. And guys, I would love to hear your thoughts if you are familiar with this one, or does it interest you? Whether you like this fragrance or whether you don't like it, drop a comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and if you like this type of content, hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate your you stopping by. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.